Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, it's Dimma here. Today's video is going to be a favorites video. I've only done one favorites video on this channel and it was last year, and at the time I remember that I thought I was going to make it monthly, but then I don't even know what happened. But you guys should let me know this time around if you want it to be monthly. I'm basically going to be sharing with you guys everything that I have been loving of late. I'm going to put the price of everything that I'm going to talk about on the screen somewhere here, so just pay attention to what I'm going to be writing out, and I'm also going to tell you guys in the video where I bought these things from. So the first thing on my list is this deodorant here. It's by Arm & Hammer. I started using this at the beginning of the year in January, and this was after I decided to stop using deodorants that had aluminium in them. And the reason why I decided to do this was because I noticed sometime last year that my armpits, and I know that I'm not the only person that struggles with this or who struggles with this, but then I noticed last year that my armpits were kind of darker than the rest of my body, and it's something that happens if you keep using deodorants that have aluminium in them like for a long period of time. And I started trying to figure out how to fix it. There are all these tutorials on YouTube on how to use potatoes, baking soda, create these masks that you apply and then rinse off and do it like 2 times weekly. It's going to brighten the area, and those things actually do work. But then I had also read in some articles that aluminium was also bad because they can lead to darkening and they can also lead to hyperpigmentation in that area. So I was like, okay, I have to stop using deodorants that have aluminium in them. And after doing my research, I did see quite a few deodorants, but then the problem was where to get them here in Nigeria. So this particular one by Arm & Hammer, I had seen it in a lot of the articles and a lot of the videos that I had watched. A lot of people recommended this, and I wasn't sure where to get this, but it actually wasn't stressful or difficult getting my hands on this. I just walked into Ebano. You can go to any of the Ebano supermarkets around the island and you can get this from their deodorant section. Yeah, any Ebano on the island, you can get this from the section where they have deodorants, and this is really good. It does smell fresh and it lasts throughout the day for me, so I use this on a daily basis, and I've noticed that this area has improved appearance wise for me. So I'm just putting this in here for anyone who is struggling with this, because I know that I'm not the only person. If you're looking to stop using deodorants that have aluminium in them, or if you don't even know that aluminium in deodorants is something that can actually lead to darkening on the armpits, you should consider using this. So next, I have this box of cotton pads, and it looks like this up close. I got this from Miniso, and if you guys don't know what Miniso is a Japanese store, and they came into Nigeria sometime last year, towards the end of last year, and they've expanded aggressively since then. They are in Abuja, and they are in a lot of literally all the malls in Lagos right about now. I don't know if you can find their stores outside Lagos and Abuja, but they are in a lot of malls here in Lagos. And it's just basically these cotton pads. They're just cotton pads, but I love these ones a lot. And they look like this. They are very, very thin, and what I love about them is that you can just keep layering. If you want it really thin, like they are this thin, and if you want like them a little bit thick, you just like kind of stack the sheets up and they look like this. One thing that I love about this is that it has texture in it, and I'm using a toner right now. I've stopped using Acne.org's and benzoyl peroxide as my treatment. I'm using a toner and my skin feels amazing right now. This is the first toner that has worked for me in a very long time. I'm not going to mention the toner in this video. I have an updated skincare routine video coming up, but this is so good if you use a toner. It has texture as well, so the surface is not smooth. It has a little bit of texture, and I feel like when you're using a cotton pad that has texture and I don't know, you're using it to just wipe your skin down, I think that it does just a tiny little bit of exfoliating as well. So that's the reason why I love this. And you get a lot of pads here. They're like 300 sheets. Yeah 300 sheets of this cotton pads. I don't even know if to call it cotton pad, but it's basically cotton wool. We call it cotton wool here in Nigeria, but then these don't look like your regular cotton wool. So you get 300 in this box here, and this sells for $9.90 if I'm not mistaken. So if you're looking to try another type of cotton wool or cotton pad, you should try this one. I just really love it. It's not like it does anything special, but I just love the way that it feels, and I love the fact that you can stack them up. There are a lot of Miniso sells a lot of affordable things, so I'm just going to warn you now that you can get into that store and get lost, because you can come in there for one thing and then you end up leaving with 20. So the next thing that I have here is this thing from Miniso, and it's their Aleo Cleansing Makeup Remover. So this is not like your regular makeup remover. Makeup removers that have like oil in them to help break down the makeup. That's not what this is like. This is a lot more like micellar cleansing water. I even featured this in my Get On Ready With Me video that I uploaded a couple of months ago, and I literally alternate between this and Garnier's micellar cleansing water. However, Garnier is not here in Nigeria, so I don't know, getting or repurchasing that micellar cleansing water, it can be really tricky. So this one you can get from any Miniso. It's really gentle and it just gets the job done. It leaves your skin feeling soft, it doesn't leave your skin feeling dry, and it does the exact same thing that every micellar cleansing water that I have used from any brand is the same thing. This is the same thing, like literally. Okay, it's really good, and I love the fact that it's not drying at all. So if you're looking to try a new type of micellar cleansing water, or if you're finding it difficult repurchasing the ones that you normally use, consider this particular makeup remover from Miniso. Okay, it's really good, and it was not expensive at all. This was under 1k. It was under 1,000 naira. I can't remember the exact amount. I'm going to put it somewhere here, but then this was under 1k, and it's really good. So the next item is my relaxer. The question that I get after from everyone that always asks anything about my hair, after Dimma, how do you style your hair, is Dimma, what relaxer do you use? And I use this relaxer. If you follow me on Instagram, you know by now. It's the Profective Mega Growth Anti-Damage No Lie Relaxer. It looks like this, and I use it in the regular strength all the time. I never use anything that is higher than regular. There's this big misconception that the more 4C your hair is, the higher the strength of relaxer. That isn't it at all. My hair is very 4C, and the regular strength gets the job done, in all honesty. And please don't wait till your hair starts burning. There's also this big misconception that if your hair is not burning, it's not relaxed. That's not true. I use regular strength, and I don't even have relaxer on my hair for more than 10 minutes all the time. Just make sure that as you're applying the relaxer, you're working it in with a comb. 10 minutes max for me, my hair is relaxed with this particular relaxer. So don't wait till your hair starts burning, please. I've been using this for over a year, and when I started using this initially, it didn't come with a neutralizing shampoo. Right now it does. So it does come with a neutralizing shampoo, and this is really important. So if you're relaxing your hair yourself, make sure that you use a neutralizing shampoo to wash the relaxer off. If your hairstylist is relaxing your hair, make sure to tell her to use this, because the neutralizing shampoo will help get rid of all the relaxer that you have left on your hair, and it's also going to return your hair to its natural pH. So please use the neutralizing shampoo. And this is a close-up of the relaxer itself. I've had a lot of people tell me that they struggle, you know, with finding the original. So I'll recommend, the only thing I can say at this point is please try as much as possible to buy this from a supermarket. Avoid markets, because I don't really know, you know, about quality sometimes in the market. A lot of people were telling me that they've seen the fake version of this relaxer in the market. So avoid that. Please just stick to supermarkets or stores, you know, maybe ShopRite, Eban, or actual physical, like proper supermarkets. They carry originals most of the times, all the time actually. So just buy it from a supermarket and avoid the market, so that you just avoid stories that touch. Okay, so the next two items on my list, they are masks. The first one is this one by Glam Glow. I've used this 2 times actually on this channel at this point, and I love it so much. Glam Glow masks are not cheap. Okay, they're on the high end. I think I paid nothing less than £30 for this, but then this is such a good mask. It's a peel-off mask. It looks like this. Inside it's white, and I just love the fact that after I use this and I peel it off, my skin just feels really fresh and soft. So this particular one is their firming treatment. So it's the Glam Glow Gravity Mud Firming Treatment. All their masks are mud masks, however this one is a firming treatment, and they have other ones that are rinse off masks that they target at people with oily skin or people who are struggling with acne. This particular one is a firming treatment, and I've said it several times on this channel that it's never too early to start working on your black knot cracking. So I love to use this. It's an anti-aging mask, so this is one of my favorites at the moment. But another mask that I really love, I'm a bit pissed off because I just realized that it has this random hole in it. I don't know what happened. Maybe I squeezed too hard and it kind of gave way here. I'm just realizing this because I had it on top of a book that I'm going to show you guys, and I realized that it was leaking onto the book. So guys, this is one of my favorites as well, and this is really affordable. It looks like this. This is the Queen Helen Grapeseed Peel Off Mask, and this one is a pore purifier. It cleans and it evens the skin tone out. This particular one is targeted at people with normal to combination skin, but then my skin is combination to oily and I still love this. My skin feels really soft when I use this, and I just love peeling it off. It's clear. This particular one, it's clear. it's not really like clear, it's more of like a purple type of clear. So this is a close-up of what it looks outside of the tube. It's clear, but it's like purpley type of clear, if that makes any sense. So I really love this, and it's a lot more affordable. I buy this from Ebano, but I think that you can buy this from websites like Jumia and Konga as well. But personally, I buy this from Ebano, and I really love it. The next two items on my list, they are books. I read a lot of books and I want to start sharing them with you guys. So one book that I finished recently that I really loved, because I'm reading something else right now, is Trevor Noah's Born a Crime, okay? I put up a picture of this on Instagram a while back and I told you guys that I was reading it at the time. And this book, man, I love Trevor Noah so much, but this, after reading this, I just love him so much more. This just tells the story of his life. It was written by him basically. So it tells the story of his life as a child growing up in South Africa under apartheid. And I feel like this, I don't know. And it's the way he tells some of the heartbreaking things that happened to him here, him and his family. He tells it with so much humor. And you're reading this thing that is so horrible, but then it doesn't feel heavy. I've read books that, like after reading them, like the week after you read them, you can't do anything else because you're just thinking about it. They are so sad and depressing and they are heavy on you, as some books should. It's not a bad thing when the book is like that. But then considering some of the things that Trevor described in this book and then how like the book read, you know, it just made it easier to read. And then it made you think. A lot of the things in this book will make you think. So if you've not read Trevor Noah's Born a Crime, please read it. I loved like learning a lot of new things about him, about all the languages that he can speak and how he learned to do that from his mom and a lot of things. So just, I don't know. If you've not read Trevor Noah's Born a Crime, please, I'd highly recommend this. Mostly I read African literature and mostly I tend to stick to fiction. But this isn't fiction, but then this is so good. So yeah, Trevor Noah's Born a Crime. The second book on my list is a cookbook, actually. I started getting into cookbooks in 2016 ending, and this was because of Naija Foodie. I think I'm going to make one video very soon on this channel and dedicate the whole thing to Naija Foodie. Naija Foodie just, I don't know, she's a blogger if you don't know who she is. And she's one of those people that actually made me look forward to cooking Nigerian food. I grew up in a household where cooking is like a must. They make you learn, you know, so I know how to cook a lot of things, like basic things, jollof rice, and a lot of things that I was forced to cook growing up. However, did I find joy in cooking? No, because it was a chore to me more than anything else. One of the main reasons was because I feel like the way we cook here, there are no instructions to anything. Everybody expects you to eyeball everything, eyeball the quantity of salt, eyeball the quantity of, okay, we have measuring cups for rice, but not the standard measuring cups. We use peak milk cans as our, you know, measuring cups here. So we don't do a lot of things the way a lot of people will consider standard. And because it involved a lot of eyeballing and no specific instructions, cooking is one of those things that I just pray before I start. And most of the times when I'm done with it, I feel heartbroken. But Naija Foodie was one of those people that just made me realize that cooking could be really fun. She has very good recipes for Nigerian food. So Naija Foodie has actually become an item or a person or something in this video as a list of favorites. But she's one of my favorite Nigerian food bloggers, if not my favorite. Her recipes are so detailed. And even when I went on my weight loss journey last year, her book, the Lose It Nigerian Cookbook, I've mentioned that a couple of times here, was that book that really helped me lose the pound. And I didn't do it hungry. And I did it eating things that I was comfortable eating. Naija Foodie is a very good blogger. If you don't know her, check her out on Instagram. And she has a blog as well. So she's a very good Nigerian food blogger. And she has a YouTube channel as well. However, like after I started following her blog and using her books, it actually dawned on me that, you know, cooking Nigerian food doesn't need to be stressful. You know, I started looking for cookbooks, and for the longest time I couldn't really find any good Nigerian cookbooks. There are not a lot of them out there. There are a lot of South African ones. There's some Kenyan ones as well. There's this popular Ghanaian one, and I just couldn't find any good cookbook by a Nigerian author. And then last year while I was in the UK, I just started checking again. And on Amazon, I saw that every time I would search for Nigerian cookbook on Amazon, this book will pop up. And before that search, I had never heard anything about this. And it's a cookbook called Hibiscus by an author called Lope Ario. Guys, please ignore this stain. This is a stain from my mask, the stain that I was explaining earlier. This book is so good. I have it in the kitchen all the time. and it's basically filled with, okay, so this is Lope Ario here. Basically, this book is so well made. Like, I just feel like opening it and glancing through it and just going through the recipes, it makes me really proud to be Nigerian because of just the overall presentation of this. A lot of work, a lot of thought went into writing this book, and I really appreciate Lope for that. And she's quite young as well. She is a Nigerian living in the UK, so a lot of her recipes have this English twist to them. So she's kind of twisted a couple of the recipes to make them appealing to a British, audience. However, there are still recipes for some of the things that are staples for us. Jollof rice, moi moi. She has the moi moi recipe in this book, and the moi moi recipe uses beans flour and not actual beans. And this is the best recipe for moi moi using beans flour that I have tried ever. I've tried a couple of the tutorials that I've seen here on YouTube, moi moi tutorials using beans flour, and they just did not turn out that great. This one, the measurements, everything is perfect. Her recipe for this moi moi dough, I feel like it's a bit sweet, so just do a couple. What I'll do just to make it not as sweet is to put crayfish in it, and crayfish kind of makes it taste, I don't know, like the type of moi moi that I am normally like used to. But then her recipes are so good. A lot of them just include pictures. I feel like I'm going to film a video of me just cooking things in this book. There's jollof rice, there's like chicken recipes, and hibiscus is one of her favorite like ingredients to use. And it's so unconventional because I didn't grow up eating hibiscus. Hibiscus is used for zobo, but then outside of zobo, I don't think that I ever came across hibiscus in my food ever again. She has a lot of recipes here that include or incorporates hibiscus in them, so that's one of the reasons why the book itself is called Hibiscus. I really love this. If you're looking for a good Nigerian cookbook, or you're looking to try Nigerian food and you don't even know where to start, I'd highly recommend that you check this book out. I got it from Amazon and it is so good. It's so well made, guys. So good. So check this book out. The last two items on my list are perfumes, and I'm going to start with one from a Nigerian brand first. This perfume here, I have gone through about 4 to 5 bottles of it. Okay, let's just say 4. I think this is my 5th one. And it's the Narganix Atlantic perfume. It's handmade in Nigeria, and if you've not watched my black soap video, I had a black soap from Narganix. It's currently sold out, but maybe by the time this video goes up, it's back in stock, and it's their black rose that has rose petals in it. If you've not seen that video about black soap, it's done really well. Check it out. I'm going to have it linked somewhere here in this video, just on top here. The first 2 things that I ever got from Narganix was that black soap and this. I was really curious about this. I wanted to I don't know, it looked really good, and I wanted to see just how well or how good it will smell. And then here I am, 4 or 5 bottles later. Yeah, 5 bottles later, this is me. This is so freaking good, guys. It has this very aqua fresh scent, and most of the times when it comes to like aqua kind of aqua perfumes, I feel like sometimes they tend to overdo them and they're a bit too heavy. This is not. This is just aqua done right. It sells for 4,000, yeah, about 4,500 or so. This perfume is so good. The fact that this is made in Nigeria also makes me so happy. It is such a good perfume, guys. I remember when I went to the UK last year and I was staying with Christabel. If you've not watched my vlogs, go watch them. You will know who Christabel is after watching like the last 3 vlogs or so that I have up. But then Christabel is one of my friends, one of my very good friends. So I was staying with her when I was in London last year. And I remember when I was leaving her house, Christabel was like, "Can you please leave this for me?" Because I had one that had just like perfume like somewhere here, and she was like, she wanted it, she wants me to leave it with her. She just loved the way that it smelled. Like, it smells so nice and it's strong, like it lingers. It's not one of those things that disappear after a couple of hours, and this is really good. It's not that expensive as well. If you're on a budget and you're looking for a good perfume to try this. I normally just use this like as a mist kind of, so I spray this all over my skin, directly to the skin. I don't spray this on my clothes, and bam, it's really good. This is what the bottle looks like, and it's handmade in Nigeria, guys. It's so good, and I love the nozzle that it comes with. It just distributes the product so well. Okay, so the last item is another perfume, and this is by Narciso Rodriguez, and it's their Fleur Musc. I don't know if that's the pronunciation for her. There are so many variations of this particular for her, but this one is the Fleur Musc. I'm sure that I'm butchering that. And it looks like this. It comes in this pink bottle, man. And guys, this smells so sophisticated. I tend to gravitate towards floral, like sophisticated scents more than I would the fruity ones that are mostly targeted at younger women sometimes. I don't know why, but I've always been like that. Even when I was really young, I like it when the perfume smells really sophisticated, really mature and floral. Fruity scents even give me a headache sometimes. That's how much I don't like them. But then this one is so good. I've been wearing this of late. I actually didn't buy this with my money. I got this in a PR package, but in all honesty, with the way that I've been loving and using this, I will go buy another one if I run out. God. This is so good, okay? The top notes that you get with this is red pepper. It's not like pepper that stings your nose. If your nose is sensitive like mine, you can actually, you know, smell the pepper. It's like a top note. And then in the middle, there are roses. I think in the middle, there are probably a bunch of other flowers, but I can make out the rose. And then as a base note, I'm sure that there is amber with this. When it settles, you know, you can smell the amber a little bit. So guys, this perfume is just like the bomb.com. I've been wearing this. I just love it when I smell like an adult woman that has her life together, or an adult woman who has her life together. That's how I want to smell. That's how this perfume makes me feel. Fam, I love it so much. I know that you can get this from Essenza. Yeah, is there another place where you buy perfumes? Yeah, Essenza. You can get this from Essenza. They are the main people that I know you go to for perfume. If you're looking for something for summer, although I wouldn't say that this is a summer perfume or summer fragrance, if you're into sophisticated like Bobo Bix girls perfume smell, that kind of smell, if you're looking for like something that smells really mature, really sophisticated and is floral at the same time, please consider this. I really love it, and I love the bottle as well. I love the bottle. It looks really, really, really girly. So this is everything that I've been loving right now. You guys should let me know if you've tried anything that I mentioned in this video. Let me know. I'm going to leave a list of everything that I've talked about right now in the description box, as I do always. Most of the times when I finish filming videos, I get so many people in the comments asking me, where did you buy? I always say these things in the videos, and if I don't, I leave a list in the description box. So if you missed it while I was talking, just check the description box. The list of the things that I've talked about, always there, okay? With links, if you know, I can provide links. For example, the books that I got from Amazon, I can put links. Amazon does deliver to Nigeria now, so they use private courier services that you can track your orders with now. Your orders actually get to you via DHL, FedEx, UPS. So yeah, you can order books from Amazon if you're looking for where to get books from. So I'll leave all these details in the description box. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.